Braden Slama, Alaska. Braden is an exceptional math student, technology whiz, and student athlete. He also has autism, something he calls both a challenge and a gift. He says, living with autism can be hard, but I am determined to recognize the challenges and the strengths that come with my diagnosis. Perhaps when viewed as a gift to be embraced and explored, autism may lead me to a place no one has seen before. He has blossomed from frustrated freshman to tirelessly managing his autism and developing coping mechanisms. He maintains excellent grades and takes classes like AP Calculus. Counselor John Horman says, it's been a huge difference between freshman year and now for that growth that we love to see and just a ton of success, not just with the emotional regulation, but a lot of success academically. His case manager calls Braden a very independent young man, but he's also a curious student, someone who wants to do well in school, and his math aptitude is out of this world. Braden is thriving academically and socially. He participates in the Onalaska Adaptive Sports League team with his friends. Each season, the team learns and competes in a new sport, such as soccer, floor hockey, or softball. He also loves learning new things in school and sharing his fun side. He plans to study computers and technology at Western. He says, I'm proud of how well I've done academically, in spite of the challenges related to my autism. Braden Slama, Alaska. Tyson Hardy, Prairie du Chien. Give Tyson a sketchbook and he can go anywhere, like from Twin Falls, Idaho to Wisconsin during his junior year. He impresses teachers with his creativity and resilience. His art and ceramics teacher says Tyson's artistic brilliance is what sets him far and above all the rest. Clever, imaginative, original, he's self-directed and always ready to learn. Entering a new school halfway through the year is challenging for any student, regardless of the situation, but especially so for an upperclassman. Teacher Corrine Martin says Tyson is respectful, kind, self-motivated, inquisitive, and compassionate toward others who may struggle. He does not let his autism diagnosis hold him back. He reaches out to his peers when he sees they may need help. Tyson noticed one day that his teacher was distracted, and when he learned that the teacher had a family member in poor health, he gave her a hug, and he checks in with her often. Tyson works hard on his classes and has received awards for his artwork at the collegiate level. He enjoys drawing wildlife, classic cars, and Marvel characters among his favorite subjects. He's involved in art club, ski club, and robotics, as well as church activities. As his teacher says, Tyson embodies so many qualities that nearly every other young man or young woman could use more of in today's educational environment. Tyson Hardy, Prairie du Chien. Sharisti Jotham, Sparta. How could anyone abandon a 2-year-old child? That's how young Sharisti wound up all alone in a train station in Pune, India. She says, they said I was looking in the trash can trying to find food and trying to fight off dogs. For the next 3 years, she lived in an orphanage that lacked chairs and desks. She says, I don't remember much, but I was sad because everybody was getting adopted except me. I was at the very last minute to be adopted, which I was very grateful for. Sharisti says Randy and Corin Jotham are amazing parents, adding, when they came to India to visit me, I knew I found my mom and dad. They knew I was the right person to be in their family. That family includes 2 adopted brothers from Korea, Devin and Dylan. But she had to adapt to a new climate, a new cuisine, and a new language. One of the barriers to learning English was hearing loss. She is deaf in her left ear. She met the challenge head on. She has a hearing aid and has learned sign language. She has grown into a straight-A student who enjoys choir, FFA, and Sparta area cancer support. She plans to become a sign language interpreter, adding, "My biggest focus is people in the world. I love helping people." Shristi Jonathan. Caitlin Tappa Tomo. Caitlin lost her best friend and role model 2 years ago when her mother died of cancer at age 37. It led to a dark and difficult time. She says, "I was trying to support my sister when I was falling apart. I was really stuck in a bad loop." But she found a job, and as her senior year began, a new outlook. She says she had a rocky relationship with her father and wound up with all her possessions packed inside her vehicle and no place to stay. Then Jason and Julie Stogner offered her a futon, but she had no place to put it. Then the Stogners offered her a home. Caitlin says, "They are my saviors. They had a bed for me. They let me park in the garage. They bought me groceries. I can talk to them about anything." She now shares a home with the couple's 2 sons and 2 dogs, adding, "The dogs don't bark when I come home anymore." She's managed to keep things together academically while working as a teacher's assistant and a high school office worker. She also worked at landscaping business. Her teacher says, "Caitlin is one of my favorite kinds of students because she's a student with personality." Caitlin wants to become a cosmetologist, saying, "I just want to be happy. I want to be doing what I love. I want to be stable in all aspects of my life. I just want to make sure I have a good life." Caitlin Tappa, Tony. I believe our next student, Lexi Edgerly of Viroqua, is not here this evening. Is that correct? Then we will move on. Derek Moylan of Westby. Derek has overcome many challenges, starting with the loss of his mother, Crystal, when he was 3. Jenny Marks, who's the Family and Consumer Sciences instructor and FCCLA advisor, says, "Derek is one of the kindest souls you will ever meet. He's always extremely polite and genuine, patient and open-minded. If you would not know Derek personally, you would never know what this young man endures every day." His family life is far from normal. He lost his mother at a young age, his father is partially disabled, and his older brother has special needs. This is what has always impressed me the most about Derek. He will never allow the extra stuff in his life to pull him down, but will use it as strength to rise above and conquer challenge. Derek plays alto saxophone, sings in the choir, participates in the robotics team, FFA, and FCCLA, and he performed in the musical. He's also a member of the state FFA honors band. Mark says he is at school early for music practices and stays late for meetings and pep bands. He has taken on leadership roles within some of the organizations and is a leader in and out of the classroom. In the community, he has helped the Coon Valley Conservation Club set up his 3D bow hunt and has helped at his church. Derek plans to attend UW Stout and pursue a career in design. He says, "I think I've become more mature, especially since middle school. I'm more able to take on more responsibilities and not give up." Derek Moylan, Westby. Macy Tauscher, West Salem. Macy has faced devastating loss in the past 5 years. Her father, Ryan, died in a car accident in 2017. Her younger sister, Marley, died last summer in a watercraft accident. Macy says, "There isn't a moment that goes by where I don't think about my sister and dad." Macy thought about not attending senior year in person, but with support from her mother, she bravely returned. Counselor Julie Ahrens says, It took a lot of courage on both their parts, noting the bond between mother and daughter. Macy says, I have to work extra hard to stay focused and engaged to keep my mind from running away. Grief and trauma are very exhausting, and most days I don't have the energy to go to school. But I do it. I get through it. Macy finds solace at school in the arts, enjoying pottery, drawing, and painting, and she's a runner and a pole vaulter. Macy's a sounding board for others who experience hardship. Macy says, since I've been through significant grief and trauma, I can relate to them and offer an ear to listen or words of encouragement. Erin says, Macy has a big heart. She is so thoughtful and giving when she is the one who deserves the love and attention. Macy Tauscher, West Salem. Holly Perk, Whitehall. Holly proved a California transplant can flourish in the Midwestern environment, but it takes extra effort. Holly's mother, younger sister, and younger brother moved while her father remained in the military in California. Holly was used to living in larger, culturally diverse cities. She struggled academically and fell in with the wrong crowd. Counselor Laura Eide says, much of her freshman year, Holly would tell me that she didn't care about her grades and passing her classes. I saw her making choices that were not in her best interest. But Holly began to turn it around as a sophomore. She credits English teacher Leah Trempe, who also is an advisor and the track coach, with spotting her potential. Holly plays euphonium in band. There's something about baritone players that you need to know. And that's helped her grow. She participates in wrestling, cheerleading, and chess board games club, and received her leadership award in track and in band. Band director Stuart Neal says Holly is an unstoppable force who will lead so many others to her place of compassion and resilience. Heidi says Holly's transcript and GPA are really something to be proud of. She plans to attend UW-Milwaukee and hopes to become an archaeologist and museum curator. Holly Perk, Whitehall. Did I get everyone? Or did someone come in at the end that I did not see? Or have we received every student to the front? In that case, ladies and gentlemen, those are our Extra Effort Award winners for 2023. Now it's time to announce scholarships for each student. The La Crosse Community Foundation is a longtime scholarship partner with the Extra Effort Awards, and the foundation has taken on the added partnership of administering the program and growing our scholarship fund. Please welcome the Executive Director, Jamie Schlagel.
I think this is the third or fourth Extra Effort Scholarship that I've had the pleasure of being involved with in my role at La Crosse Community Foundation. We are one of the founding sponsors of the program, but we were delighted to take on an increased partnership over the last couple of years, thanks to a wonderful suggestion by one of the donors here tonight who helps make this program possible, and the scholarships. The second most important, your stories and your journeys are the most important, but the scholarships we're able to award tonight because of so many generous donors are really exciting. Rusty mentioned earlier that tonight we're giving away the most dollars in scholarship awards than we ever have before. I totaled up the number before I drove over here tonight, and it's just shy of $80,000. Tonight, every student has been matched with one of the many incredible donors who's made a gift of at least $1,000 tonight. Hopefully, all of you have a donor at your table with you. That's where you should be, donors. Before we start the beginning scholarship presentation, I have one more exciting announcement that I'm absolutely delighted to share tonight. The stories of our extra effort students have done so much to inspire one incredibly generous woman here in our audience tonight, who I'll name in a minute. She has officially made a legacy gift to endow the extra effort program. For those who aren't familiar with endowments, that means that thanks to her generosity, which we're hoping will inspire others to continue giving, that means the extra effort program will exist forever. Many students beyond all of you in the room tonight will be able to benefit from the support of our generous community and the guidance of all of the wonderful leaders and donors that have made this program possible for the last 27 years. So please join me in a round of applause for our very special Crosse Tribune Extra Effort Endowment Fund donor, Judy Hutchins. On my thing here. All right. That donor is Shristi from Sparta High School. Each of you get to come up one more time, shake one more hand. Judy's at your table and has the letter to give you. Students, do not lose these letters. It has the instructions to get your money. Parents, remember that. Shristi, your desire to help others is commendable. We have no doubt your resilience, your big heart, and incredible work ethic will lead you to making a positive mark in this world. Congratulations. Our next award tonight is for Liliana of Brookwood High School. Come back up, Liliana. Donor recognition for Liliana's scholarship every year. Liliana, I'm sure Jim would agree, your ability to persevere through your mental health challenges is amazing and inspirational. Instead of doing less while you were struggling, you signed on to do more. You will do amazing things post-high school. We wish you the best of luck. Congrats. The last two awards that I have the pleasure of presenting tonight are made possible by my 11 bosses, some of which are in the room tonight, the Board of Directors of La Crosse Community Foundation. Each year, they set aside money from what's called our Community Giving Fund, our largest unrestricted competitive grant-making fund, as well as our Robert and Eleanor Franke Charitable Fund. And tonight, the lucky recipients of scholarships made possible thanks to those two funds are David Smith of Melrose Mindoro High School, and the second award goes to Derek Moylin of Westby. David and Derek, you represent the best of what our future holds. David, if everyone had your positive attitude, the world would be a better place. And Derek, your kind soul and quiet perseverance should not go unnoticed. We look forward to seeing you both out in the world doing extraordinary things.
So don't lose the envelope. Maybe give it to someone with you, but don't lose the envelope. To present additional scholarships on behalf of the La Crosse Community Foundation, it's my pleasure to introduce, as Jamie just mentioned, one of the several board members on the foundation who is here this evening. He is an author, a Tribune columnist, an editorial board member, and leader of the Turbo University's Ethics Institute, Rick Kite.
Good evening. This is such a privilege to be able to announce these awards. I'm really honored to be here. I'm going to present 3 scholarship awards. Want to recognize the donors first. The donor recognition for the first award goes to Diana Schimmerhorn. She isn't here with us tonight, but made a very generous gift to the program after reading several of the extra effort feature stories in the La Crosse Tribune. It's the best kind of gift to receive at a nonprofit like the La Crosse Community Foundation. It's a gift that just shows up in the mail by somebody who was moved so much by the need and by the stories that they opted to share their own treasure to help without even being asked. The student receiving the award tonight, thanks to the generosity of Diana Schimmerhorn and other program supporters, is Bayron Urbina Cabrera of Arcadia. Bayron, your resilience and perseverance is really inspiring. Congratulations. We would like to recognize Gretchen Burns as an extra effort program supporter for this next award. Just like Diana, Gretchen sent a gift to the foundation unsolicited to help support the futures of these incredible young adults. Tom Trendle from Key High School is the recipient of our next award tonight. Tom isn't here because he's enjoying a student trip in Washington, D.C., but his proud mother is here to accept on his behalf. So we will get this to Tom. And finally, there is a fund representative at La Crosse Community Foundation who would like to remain anonymous, but still deserves recognition. This donor believes in the Extra Effort Award Program so much that they have set up recurring quarterly gifts of $500 to support the program so that it is ongoing. Holly Perk of Whitehall. Your award tonight. Your award tonight is made possible by this anonymous fund holder. I'm sure they're very impressed, as all of us are, with your journey and wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Extra Effort continues to be blessed by so much scholarship support, especially from the business community. And I can tell you that our longest tenured business sponsor is the La Crosse law firm of Johns, Flaherty & Collins. To present scholarships on behalf of the firm and others, it is an honor to introduce the law firm's managing partner, the former president of the Wisconsin Technical College Board and UW Board of Regents, and the La Crosse Tribune Person of the Year for 2021, Brent Smith.
Thank you, Rusty. It's my honor to represent our law firm of Johns, Flaherty & Collins. Again, this year, our law firm has established this scholarship fund many years ago and have been proud of its recipients, not only who overcame obstacles in their own lives, but also pledged to go forward and make contributions to their communities. Juan Lopez of Blair Taylor is an example of someone who, as you've heard earlier, persevered despite his mother's health problems and eventual passing. As his high school counselor, sitting right there, said, he's part of the Lopez table, but not lucky to be at tonight. His counselor said, Juan has been a positive role model for the staff and his peers. He has committed himself to being a positive individual who gives back to his school and community. In the community, Juan enjoys volunteer opportunities and helping when he can, joining fellow club members when taking on service projects. Good luck, Juan, with your future educational efforts, which I know include both our technical college system and our university system, and congratulations on your award. Yep, come on. I'm also delighted to represent two individual donors this evening as the current board chair for the La Crosse Community Foundation. These donors have funds at the foundation that award their annual scholarships to La Crosse Tribune Extra Effort recipients each year. I believe we have some representatives from these funds in our audience tonight. I saw Jerry and Andy. I don't know if Randy is here or not. Thanks for your support of the Extra Effort program. The Randy Smith Leadership Fund at the La Crosse Community Foundation is delighted to present Maddie Sather from Logan High School for extra effort. The Randy Smith Leadership Fund was established in 2001 by the Board of Directors of City Brewery after Randy retired as the president and CEO. This fund assists La Crosse area students to develop their leadership abilities for business, education, community, or government service. Maddie, being a star student and leader in the Health Science Academy, as you heard earlier, among many other things, makes her a great fit for this leadership award. Congrats, Maddie. And finally, the Neil P. Hanks Extra Effort Scholarship will go to Irina Bradley of Holman High School this year. Andy and Jerry Hanks established this fund in memory of their son Neil, who passed away at only 11 years of age. Neil was born with a severe brain injury that brought him many challenges to him and his family. Although he never spoke a word and was confined to a wheelchair, Neil still lived life to the fullest. His big smile, hearty laugh, and beaming personality inspired those around him. This fund assists La Crosse area high school students who excel while living with physical and mental challenges and plan to attend college, university, or a technical school. Just like Neil, Irina has never let her disability and associated mobility challenges hold her back. Your positive attitude is infectious. Congrats, Irina, and here's your award.
To present a scholarship on behalf of AAUW, it's a pleasure to introduce a longtime educator and friend, Dr. Robert Richardson.
Well, tonight we celebrate all of you extra effort achievers. Your stories are amazing to all of us, and we wish you the best as you go forward and continue to break barriers and create a new world in which we can all live comfortably. Founded in 1881, the American Association of University Women maintains connections between people and ideas, passion and intelligence, creativity and commitment. The AAUW exists as a nationwide network of nearly 170,000 individuals in over 1,000 branches dedicated to breaking through educational and economic barriers for women and girls. Chartered in 1992, AAUW La Crosse branch brings thoughtful people together to create change. AAUW provides one of the world's largest sources of funding to ensure that women and girls can access higher education and opportunities to achieve excellence in professions of their choice. AAUW La Crosse will host our 65th Art Fair on the Green, July 29th on the Viterbo campus. The Art Fair allows us to provide the local scholarships we award each year. The La Crosse Tribune selected Aubrey Haas of La Crosse Central High School as a match with the AAUW Scholarship Program. Aubrey? We celebrate Aubrey as a person recognized as resilient, happy, hardworking, and determined. A student thriving in the Health Science Academy with a career focus in respiratory therapy. And a three-sport athlete with special connection to trap shooting. Congratulations and best wishes in your collegiate studies.